Good afternoon. So normally I don't record a lot of content in the house. Occasionally I do stuff in my kitchen. But I have got to start some seeds for when the ground gets about 40 degrees temperature so that I can get a jump start on my garden season. And so I also do not have a seed house. So I have to start my seeds indoors, and so I have to find a place to put them. And the longer we're here in our home, the less I want to start my seeds in the house because it's just not really pretty. Anyway, so you know, I am going to set up my seeds. I've got to figure out where I'm going to put them. I was going to put them by this window. Now this, on the other side of this window is a 3-season porch, and it's too cold still outside. We have some firewood out there. It's the most place where the most natural light comes in. However, it's in my living room, if you see here. So I don't really want to put it in my living room, although I might be out of options. The other part is I can put them right here in this area. So it would come out a little bit out from the fireplace, go up to that wall and out here, and I have 2 shelves. So I think we're gonna end up putting them there, which means we've got to move this antique record player and the fun stuff on there and move it somewhere else. So I think that's where it's going to end up going, and I know it's not a lot of natural light, but I do have seed lights. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is go down to, we have, well, when we first bought our place, we had an unfinished basement, and that since has been mostly finished out. It's not 100%. I have a root cellar that has one of my seed shelves in it from last year, and it has a few seed potatoes on it. I don't know the condition of the seed potatoes. I'm hoping they're good enough or viable enough to use, because it would be my first time growing something and then using a seed potato from my own garden and then planting again. So it's kind of like an experiment I'm gonna try. And the other one, the other seed starting shelf I have is actually out on the 3-season porch, which I'll take you out here and show you. So it's kind of messy. All right, so this is my other shelf here. It's got a bunch of stuff on it I've got to take off. Clearly all my seed starting stuff is everywhere. Super messy, but I'm gonna clean it off and bring it in, and then I'll take you downstairs. I know I haven't been done a house tour with you guys yet, but I don't feel like, because we're finished, I don't feel like I can. But Edward and I, we oh, that's my picture that I just recently painted. We did this, built the stairs ourselves, put up this wall, the railing. So we've got some stuff we're still working on, but we'll get there. So we're going downstairs. All right. All right, so this will be my root cellar. Here are my, here, so see how it's not finished? We're gonna put an island in the kitchen, so we needed to leave this exposed so we could run some wire and stuff like that. But this is my root cellar. Here's my seed potatoes. Look at those. Do you think those are good enough to plant? I don't know. I don't know what the, I mean, look at that one, is so big. Anyway, I'm hoping they are. We got all kinds of them. Anyway, this is the other one that I've got to bring upstairs. So, and then this summer we're going to finish this out so that we can actually use our root cellar for being a root cellar. So yeah, and we got to put in here, that's the door, however it's too big, at the wrong size, and so we've got to get a different door, and I think we're going to put that one upstairs in Paisley's room because we're redoing her room. So yeah, these seed potatoes, I don't know if they're viable. They're alive. I just don't know, like, they're pretty wrinkly, and I don't know what the rule is on the wrinkly potatoes. If you guys know, leave a comment in the description, or in the leave a comment in the comments below. That would be really cool if some of you guys know some of the rules of wrinkly potato planting. So anyway, I'm gonna come down there and get this shelf, and then yeah, we will prepare the area for planting our seeds. And then I have to make a run to Johnny's seeds. So I think we're gonna end up putting it right there, right babe?
That's the spot.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get at that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have decided to put the old-fashioned record player and that stuff behind the couch. So we're gonna do that real quick. That's how do we do here. Not too bad, just dog here, cat here. Not too bad. Goodness. Okay, so when I was sweeping up, I found a bread clip, and I didn't know if you can see it from camera, but it looks like this. It's just a snapped one in half. So when I was little, you know, I'm in the middle of 9 kids, so entertainment had to be inexpensive. Anyway, so I take these bread clips, and we would fling them at each other. So we take it, snap it in half, put it on your finger like this, and then we would flick it like this. So the other day we were celebrating Jessica's birthday party, and some friends at work got me a bunch of the bread clips off of Amazon for like $3 or something like that. We snapped them in half and we had bread clip wars. Very grown up of us. Anyway, if you get the opportunity to flick bread clips at each other, it's worth it. It's fun. All right, let's get the shelves in.
You ready?
Yeah. Here. I need to wipe them off though before they come in the house. No room. Look at all the stuff on here. Oh, see that? There. Look at all that stuff from when we had like frying the sunflower seeds, and they didn't dry in here. This is so wet. We just hold it in scissors. Correct. No, see, that will do it.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yep. So the one that's downstairs in the root cellar has like a tremendous amount of seed potatoes on it, and I think they're alive still. Like the plants are huge. They're coming out of the...
They're growing quite a bit.
I think I need to put them in a container before we bring that shelf up, and then we can bring it up. So let's look at the seed potatoes. Look at this.
Yeah.
I like the purple ones. They have nice, lovely stalks, but I think they need to be planted soon. I mean, look at how wrinkly that potato is.
It's pretty wrinkly.
Is
Yeah, we'll probably be able to use some of these for planting as soon as it warms up enough to where we can...
Look at that. Out of that teeny little bit, you have that. Maybe that's what we should do, is save the teeny little potatoes for seed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. I
mean, hey, if we can turn one little wrinkly potato into several fresh potatoes.
You know, Holler Homestead, how they like use their seed potatoes? They were planting seed potatoes not long ago, and they talked about them being wrinkly. I don't really remember. I'd have to look at it. This one's still pretty hefty feeling. Anyway, they planted their leftover seed potatoes, but they also like if there's multiple eyes. So I don't know, this one only has one, but if it had more than one of these shoots on it, they would cut it in half. But I don't know, I can't remember. Like that just has the one shoot. Yeah, I mean, these are amazing looking. There's so many. I don't want to break any of their stems. like this one here has two. So I think Holler Homestead, I think they would have cut it in half and have 2 plants. But I don't know if that will change your potato. And I don't know if like a teeny potato like this is going to make other teeny potatoes. Because I don't want the teeny potatoes, I want bigger ones.
Is that how it works with potatoes, seed potatoes? The bigger the seed potato, the bigger the potatoes it grows?
I don't know.
No, you made it sound like...
I'm wondering.
Oh, okay.
I'm wondering if a tiny seed potato produces tiny potatoes or if it doesn't matter. Leave a comment down below if you know about potatoes.
Yeah, I'm curious to know now.
Look at this one. It's pretty wicked looking.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's a nice thick
I'm
one.
looking at the background and going, there's a summer project.
I know. I was just telling them we gotta get, it's almost done. If we could just get, we need to get the island wired up so that we can have electricity on the island so that we can actually cover the ceiling in here. Oh, don't snap the little bits. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We have the open ceiling up there, but if any future projects require electrical wiring, we're going to want to run it through here and out.
Yeah, because you can just feed it through the ceiling over there into the panel.
Right. Yeah, because you could take it and you could go right up through there and it goes right over to the electrical panel. But another project for another time.
This will be my experiment potato bed where I put these in one of my potato beds as an experiment. Alright, let me move these guys over here because I don't know where else to keep them. And then let's get these off of here. This is where I cured my potatoes last year. And all those ones, well, most of those ones are too small. Alright, I'm gonna move out of your way. If you can grab that big, that would be awesome. Charlie has that gas. That's Charlie.
Does that work for you?
That works.
Still gives you a little space
Yeah.
to get in here and then...
Yeah. Now I gotta get all my lights, my growing lights. So.
Yeah, where are those?
In the old office. So, come with us for a second. This is, when we first moved in here, we didn't have an office. We have an office now. But we were out here on the 3-season porch, and this is where we keep all of our freezers, stock pots. I have my easel out here. It's a disaster, and it was clean, but it's not anymore. Anyway, so this was where we had our old office, and in the winter time it would get down to like 20 degrees, maybe 30 degrees for the high in here. That's with space heaters. And my phalanges, because I type a lot for work, would just be hurting. So that's not gonna work. The nice thing about being out here though is because right out these windows you can see the pasture, the back part of the pasture. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get the lighting stuff and bring that in and start setting up the lights for seed starting. Yay! I can't wait. Alright, so Edward found them all. I think I might have to wipe them off, but we have a bunch of these things, sorry, and we've used them since we started seeds when we moved to Maine in 2020, and they're really cool. I just put some, you know, wire on these and I wrap them around the racks on there, and then they have these nifty plugs right there and they plug into each other. Here, we'll just go through it. So let me start pulling stuff out. Hey, Jeff. Hi, Paisley. Are you home from school? Mm-hmm. Did you have a good day? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So these are waterproof heating mats. So when I have seeds that need a warmer climate, they're more sensitive, I use these ones. So these are the things that plug in. So one of these plugins here, right here, will go into one of those light things, and that same end right here goes into another right there, and they'll all power each other. It's pretty cool. And I got these on Amazon. I don't know if I have a link that we can find where I got these, because I've gotten them at different times and increased my lighting. So basically I learned that if you have your lights closer down to where your seedlings are, that they won't get too long and gangly or lanky. When they start getting where they're going to touch the light, then you just raise it up a little bit more. And then also having some fan movement on them also helps their stems become a little bit thicker and not so thin. Alright, so I got another one of those. And then I have these ones, so they're super dirty, and I'm sorry about that, but that's just how it goes sometimes. These ones are really cool, and they have these really lightweight carabiners on them, and then they hook to the top. Whoops. They hook to the top, and then they have these little light, each of these are little lights, and I really like these ones as well. So, there's over there. And I have 4 of those ones, so 2 on each shelf for these ones. And these ones here do the same thing, just a different brand. Probably were cheaper when I bought them because, you know, most farmers I know are on the budget. We are. So anyway, and then here are a bunch of the cords. So these lights over here on this shelf, right there, this is the plug-in part, right? And then it has these things, right? So you can put, just plug in one thing or 2 of these and runs 3 or 4 of those lights. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. Alright, so these lights also come, these lights here also come with these things, and I don't use them, I never have. It just directs the light to only not go outside of a certain area, but I use 2 per shelf, and that allows, if I don't use these things, then it will cut, the light will be better for the width of the shelf and how much plants I am putting on there. I did drop a wire. Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay. One of these doesn't have a wire on it. So I think I'll do the square ones over here since they're there already. And then I'll do these ones on the bottom, and then these 2 shelves here. Or maybe I'll do this upper one, this one, and this one, and that one. Maybe I have that. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. So I'll do this whole shelf here, and we'll leave the bottom one for something else. Alright, so let me move. Oop, just dropped that wire again. I'll move those for a second. So basically I'm going to leave these quite down low because we're going to be starting them as seeds. And I try to go, okay, this is on like the third one, so I want to keep this one on the third, so that was the second. And it's pretty close to the same. It doesn't have to be level or anything. And then I bring the next one, and see, this one was wired up from last year. And then I do this one here, the third one in, and I bring it over on this side because it's going to cast light on this back corner as well. And then I'll do it third over here. And I try to make them roughly the same length. But this will be nice for my seed starting things. So we're in Maine, so we're in zone, I think, 4. I have to check. I think we're in zone 4. I'll let you know before I'm done with this video. Anyway, so our growing season is also shorter, although I haven't been living in Maine that long, and so I did notice that we could probably grow more into the fall than what we have been. But I don't know, since we've been here, the weather has not been the same, not one single time, like even remotely predictable. Last year at this time, we still had several feet of snow on the ground. We barely had, if you could call it a winter. I mean, we did get down into the negatives like twice, but last year we had a snap where we got 44 below, that included the wind chill. I think without the wind chill, we were like 20 below or something, some ridiculous. Anyway, you could hear the ground, what they call frost quakes or something like that. Anyway, and we're already in mud season, and last year we weren't in mud season yet. So I'm going to do it again on this one. Maybe I'll just do the second one in, bend it over, and then I'll do the second one on this one. And I took it, as you can tell, I took it all the way to, I'll move them all the way so they slide over. And then, wow, that's really uneven. Well, don't use a level. At least I shouldn't. And then the next one I'll put all the way on this side. Excuse me, on this side. And
so you can kind of see how this one here comes much farther and this one's further back. She's going to do the same thing, alternating on the next one.
Yeah, perfect. And then, so I get these wires from, like, when you buy the hardware cloth, it has those wires that like hold the hardware cloth in a circle. Well, if I untwist the hardware cloth, I have plenty of little disposable wires that I don't have to buy wire for this. So we'll do this one again second. I might move it in a little bit. I think I will. I think I'll move them into the third one. I think the third one is a good spot. And I just twist it around and it stays pretty good. It's preference, really. All right, and then I'll do this one. I think I will do the back one first because it probably would have been easier. So some of the colder hardy crops that we like is beets and lettuce and cabbage. These are all things that will grow and that we eat plenty of. And then, well, some of the first things we plant are beet, lettuce, potatoes because well, we want a good potato harvest. So, and they seem to take a long time. At least it feels like they take a long time. So anyway, when this is all lit up, it looks like something like a T-Mobile store, you know, like they're really bright pink or whatever. It looks like that. It's pretty cool.
Daisy will like it.
Yeah, pink is her favorite color. So these things came with a pulley type thing, but we never used it. The pulley, we ended up trying to use the pulley thing, which worked nicely in the chicken tractors last year to hoist up the gutter that we put ends on to put the chicken food in. But we found that with meat birds, if you just move them in the morning and feed them on the ground, they'll clean it up. Move them in the afternoon, feed them on the ground, they'll clean that up. And it wasn't necessary, and they don't waste a lot of food because they eat everything like that you put in there. They don't care. Like, so we ended up not using that either. So you know, I guess just some things you need and some things you don't, I guess. They're handy dandy little pulleys. I want to use them. They definitely make it look nicer. 1, 2, 3. Here, let's just do 3. And I'll move that out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Here. I turned that one around. I don't know that it makes a difference. Alright, so let me plug one of these things in over here. Probably can plug that for a second. Alright, so I've plugged in one side here to the power, and there's a switch right here. And then I plugged it into this end and kind of, I might redo it at a different time, but I just want to show you for how I run these specific lights. So so these are all my cords that will attach all these different lighting elements and stuff. So I want to keep, the goal is to keep the wires off of your seats. So let me get up here and I'll take one of these wires right here and I plug it in here. Okay, and then we're gonna go here. Okay, then I'm going to come over here. I think, how do I want to do this? Because I need to basically plug, maybe I'll go like this. I want to keep each side its own, right? So just, I might redo this later, but I don't like it when there's lots of cords everywhere. It bothers me. So, but you plug this in and you get another cord here and we plug it in on this end over here. And then we come up and we plug in over here. Then you plug in from here on this end. And I don't know if we can run these all off the same one. If not, that's okay. We can just do 4 on one and then 2 on the other. But right now, this is what it looks like. And then this is how bright it is. So that's just that one shelf. So this is why I didn't really want to put it in the living room, because it's very, well, it's not very pretty, but it's really bright. You know, we do turn them off at nighttime because give plants a sleeping time, but during the day these would be on all the time. And the nice thing about having them in here is because we still operate heat, and that means we'll have a nice warm environment for all those seeds to germinate and become prolific. So these ones here, they're different, and their cords go down the back. So when I want to adjust them, I just bring these up through the carabiner and make it the height that I want. But these ones I try to center on the shelf, and you can see how low they go. And so that's too low. Even my seed containers themselves won't support that. So I just, how do I want to do that? Oh, this is how I did it. I brought it through. This is how I would do it before. And then bring the carabiner clip so it makes it higher. And then these ones don't connect to each other. So I just run the cord down, and these ones take up, four plug-ins on a power strip. So I have a different power strip, and this power strip holds a timer. And stuff, and so that's where I usually do that one. So we'll go ahead and do the same with this guy. I should have done this back one first, because it would have been easy to get in there. So bring it up. Maybe I went too far. 3 seems to be the magic number with these shells. And then I'll pull that cord again up through the back. So I do like these square ones, but I think I like these ones better because it seems one switch to turn off versus, you know, 4, 1 per light. So we'll go ahead and run these ones through as well. So these ones don't have a box on it. The cord comes right out this plastic, so it's important to not pull the cord the opposite direction and cause this plastic to split. So always put the cord towards the back like before. These have shorter ones, so I put them down lower. Third one in. So these ones are obviously much higher, so I wonder if we could just, yeah, those ones we could probably leave just like that for seed starting. And then here's the, let's move this one over like that. Easier. And then we'll do the same with this one. This one down. This is what it looks like when they're all lit up. So it's very, very bright. And for this, it's just easier for me not to put plants on this bottom shelf because I have one switch that I can turn them all off with. Here, let me. And that way it's really easy to just turn off. But these ones have red and blue lights, and then these ones have the white and red. But these are all growing lights. Now, they don't really emit much heat. They use very little energy. They're all LED. So that's really, really awesome. But yeah, this is where we will do our seeds this year. And hopefully we'll have a better growing year than last year. Anyway, thank you so much for watching me get ready to prepare for seeds. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. And if you don't mind, hit the like button and the share button and the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Have a great day. Bye.